It is super weird, but I make two colorful eyes out of this rare rock. And there's a story behind this one. A person, instead of cash, got paid by this Yowah nut. Did he make his money? Was it worth it? Who was it? Watch to find out. And right at the end, I tell you once in a lifetime event that happened to us on the day, and it's mind-blowing. Wow. They say to split a Yowah nut and get color inside is 1 in 10,000.
Tom, nice to see you, man.
Good.
So a few years ago, maybe about 15 years ago, I was working at a petrol station in Byron Bay, and this guy came in and he had no money to pay for the fuel. And so I was sort of said, well, I'll pay for it. And he goes, no, look. And he emptied this bag onto the counter, and it was a whole bunch of opals. And he said, you just choose an opal that you think is worth I think it was like $46 worth of fuel. And I said, okay, great. And I took this, and he goes, I think you made a good choice. And so now I'm bringing it in to
see. So you had it for 15 years all over the place. Because you've been all over the place, right? 100%. All over Australia.
Yeah.
With the opals.
Exactly.
So they've 100%. Got all the story to tell.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool,
for sure.
Man.
And so basically I want to know what it is, where it came from potentially, if there's a possibility in identifying that much, and then just maybe reshaping and, I don't know, making it beautiful.
Mate, what you got there is pretty bloody awesome. Maybe not the most valuable opal in the world, but, mate, it's. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is a Yowah nut split in half with colors. There's two eyes of greens, and I'll give you a closer look. Mate, I reckon we can do a good job here.
Yeah, awesome.
The thing is, what do you want done with it?
I think just pretty it up and just keep it really, like, rustic. I think rustic.
So like a free form?
Yeah, sure.
Polish it up a bit?
Awesome.
What are you going to use it for? A couple of earrings, mate? You look good in the earrings, dude. Look at that.
Yeah. Let's see what happens with it. And
all right.
Yeah.
So
I'll leave it with you, and then you just think whatever you decide.
Yeah, but keep it as natural as possible because you love that.
Yeah,
right? You're kind of natural dude, man.
That's right.
All right, Bartush.
Awesome. Thanks,
I'll
Tom.
leave it with me, and at the end, we'll see what happens. But it's good. I love it. Look, it's pretty rare. We all know Yowah nut. You can see the nut at the back, and it got split by somebody. Mate, what a value! $46 for the fuel. This is worth a few $100, man, minimum. Let's see what we do. All right, thanks, man. Thanks for coming in. I'll get back to you.
All right, so let's do this. This is a Yowah nut that's been split, and this is what we got. So let's go and see what we can do now. I just want to show you from the closer look that there is color that's coming through them on the other side, right? From that little eye. And you can see it through, but Bart wanted to keep it natural and just shape it a little bit. So that's all I'm going to do is just polish those there. Maybe a bit of the sand will come off it. And there's going to be a nice pair of some kind of a jewelry. You could put a basil on top at the end of it and make it a pendant, or probably too big for an earring because he wants to keep that nut bit at the back. But these green colors are coming through there to the other side, and that is very well, that piece of color could run under there and make a beautiful, clean, crystal, very bright stones, right? So, but anyway, he doesn't want to do that. And to be honest, I'm glad, because I don't want to ruin this for him. And let's go on the machine and just do those and see how we go. Oh, I just weigh them so you know what I'm working with. And there's two of them. They're similar size. 26 and 30. Very similar, aren't they? 26 and 30. The straighter one is the
All
smaller
right,
one.
so that's
As
what
you
we've
can
got.
see
You
a
can see
little
I
bit.
drew
All
some
right, let's go
ovals,
do
and
that.
that's what I'm gonna go for. I don't know if it's gonna be perfect because one of these color crystal eyes are very close to the edge. So Lucky Bar wants it rustic, and he doesn't need perfection. He just wants it pretty up. So I thought, all right, we'll start on the wheel. I'm going on the 600, just delicately, and that there is a lot of that soft sand there. And look at that mess this makes. Look, I love Boulder and I love Yowah and the ironstone, but the mess. I like my machine clean, you know. Like I like my workspace clean, but look how close that color is there. So it's gonna be hard to get a perfect oval, I think. But I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get rid of the back too, because it's just, you know, he mentioned he wants earrings, and I don't know if he's gonna end up with earrings. Maybe one. He does have a daughter, maybe and a partner. Maybe they will like it. So I'm not sure, but I just think that that would be very difficult to wear with that. You know, as a specie, you want to keep that back, and that rarity of the Yowah nut being split and two sides having a color, so you've got a pair, is you know, yeah, it's hard to get, and so you might want to do it, but look, he's kept it for 15 years. He's ready to make something out of it. He asked me to do it. You can see there is not much of that eye on this one, and there is, you can't see now, but you see the sand there before. So oh, by the way, I just disappeared. I went on the 180 wheel just to hurry it up. Okay, I won't bore you here. Let me do this. All right, so I'm back with a bit of a shape, and that back cleaned up a little bit. And I'm just gonna see that undulation in the face there. It was there from beginning, so I'm gonna go and just work around it and make it quite flat, so we can work with a flat surface. The good news with this one, you know, is that we're actually keeping quite a lot of surface around it. Can you see how? Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get that nice round oval going because of that one. But now I'm gonna do this one. Same drill. This one, it has a little bit, you know, the eye is towards the middle more, so that should work out very symmetrical, and it's got a lot less sand covering the color, crystal color. So this is our definitely the king of the puzzle, or the king of the pair. The you know, the beauty, the swan. Not the other one might be the black swan. I'm not sure, because it's got a lot of sand covering that caliber. But all right, so let me shape this up and see where we end up. So I'm getting there, getting that shape, that sand uncovered that little crystal bead, the iris of the eye, as I call it, and I'm just flattening it. This one was a little bit flatter, didn't have as much you know, rustic rough edges around, and yeah, it looks like that's gonna work out to be a pretty nice oval. And yeah, just look at that below. My nice clean machine is becoming an dusty Australian desert. Well, apart from the water, the ironstone. That's what you get in half of the country in the soil. Okay, so see, that's beautiful. And it's, I just need to take the back off, well, more than half of it, because it's just, yeah, you can't make an earring like that, right? So, and that's what he wants. All right, so what we gonna do?
Can we take some more of that? There is that sand spot, as you can see in there. And some of it came off, but that one, when I look very closely, it's coming right inside. And this one, this is the second one, I'm really gonna go and try to get rid of the sand, but I just think I can't. It doesn't look like it's gonna be sandless unless I'll keep grinding, and I definitely wouldn't want to lose, that bar too much. It's so close to the edge there. Still not quite straight, so I'm gonna go even it up, and then we go and start the polishing process. Actually, as predicted, look, that sand just keeps covering that color. Unfortunately, it's not going anywhere. So what I'm gonna do is to flatten the top. I've got a little thing that I don't know if you've seen me use before, but I'll just quickly show you my flat lap, and I'm just gonna put sometimes the wheels, like because of the round nature of the wheel, it's harder to get them flat, and I want it flat. So I'll just get my little flat lap, and I just basically just put it there. There you go. And that will flatten out in no time. So just a little trick to get them flat on top, and then work on the rest of it later. So, all right, so that's what we ended up after the flat lap. We've got a couple of ovals here, and I'm gonna do the Nova wheels now, the soft Nova wheels. I'm gonna go 600, then 1200, and then I'm gonna show you it's a different process. It's a secret wheel, Everybody's got a different idea. Maybe polishing the colloidal boulder Yowah. I've got a different one that I picked up north in Queensland from some experienced miners or experienced cutters, some miners and cutters. So I'll reveal you my secret weapon for the polishing in the minute. So let's go and let me do that. Do the 600, 1200, and then we go on the secret wheel. And that's what we ended up after 1200. It's getting there. It's getting better. Looking beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, that sand on the right-hand side doesn't come off. But this is the secret wheel. This is the secret wheel. How many of you have it? A lot of you, I know, because I had a 3000 wheel, and I still got the 3000. But this, you see the different color, hear the different noise. This is a 14,000 wheel. So I go straight from 1200 to 14,000. How many of you, put it in the comments, have got that wheel, have used it, and how many of you think this is the right thing or the wrong thing? It doesn't matter at the end, because there are all sorts of different methods. For Boulder Yowah, I saw that being used. I got the 14,000 wheel, and I use it, and it gives it a beautiful polish. Now, after that, you can also use a diamond paste. You wouldn't use a cerium oxide, because the cerium oxide just shows up in any kind of little crack and nook in ironstone, which is not like the potch or glass from Lightning Ridge and the other regions of Opal. So that's my method. I'm going to go around the 14,000 wheel and just polish sides, back, front, everything. Because the whole thing is beautiful, and I personally think that Boulder is beautiful even without color. Just those honeycomb patterns, the different ironstone and sand types, and even that white bead on that eye, everything. To me, everything makes this Opal beautiful. And I think it's way undervalued. Well, maybe not Yowah nuts, because they're so rare, so they're quite pricey. But the Boulder, I think it's undervalued for what it is. And yeah, because there's sparkles on that side, I'm just gonna do the lot on this wheel. It's been through 1200, don't forget. Okay, so let me go and do that. All right, still a work in progress, but this is what's happening. See how shiny it's getting on that 14,000. It's awesome. and I'm looking at the shape. Oh, it's a shame about that sand on that left-hand side, isn't it? It's just a lot of sand covering that beautiful crystal. That side's got a bit of a sparkle too, and I love that pattern of that boulder, ironstone, sand, everything in it. It's beautiful. And so I'm gonna keep going and just make it look as good as I possibly can and get it as uniform shape as I can. And yeah, okay, let's do it. And you didn't think I'd get away without using dopsticks. Now, yes, I did use them. You've got to get that those round edges and as perfect as possible. Yeah, the hand is just not the same, even if they're big. You could do it, but look, I'm still going on the dopstick. And look at my machine. I want to show you this. My workplace needs to be clean. I cannot stand the boulder mess. So look at that. That's a good thing. Gives me an excuse to clean it up. Beautiful and clean. There is your 14,000. There is your felt wheel. There's a flat lap. You can see what I'm using. There is my mount for the camera, which I'm not using at the moment. I'm holding in my hand. But yeah, bit of a show here. All right, let's go and see what we've got at the end. All right, so that's the final result after dopsticks and the 14,000 wheel. There is no diamond paste, and that's what you would use on here if you wanted to. If you didn't have, a lot of people use just the 3,000 wheel and go into the diamond paste, but I saw some guys up north doing the boulder and choroid and Yowah nuts using 14,000, going straight from the 1200 to 14,000, and it gives that perfect polished look anyway. So I just do it that way. And this is 7.5 carats. It's blinging. It's got sparkles everywhere, as you can see. And yeah, but wanted to get little rusty, some nice representation of Australia and his story in Byron Bay, where he got paid with those. He well and truly made his money, didn't he? I mean, it's very rare to split a nut and have crystal color. And admittedly, this is not a perfect, there's sand covering it. It might come out, but I had a closer look and it goes quite deep. So I'm not prepared to go anymore with that one. That's the 7 carat. This one cleaned up a little bit. Let's go. Look at that eye. That's awesome, isn't it? This one. And yeah, it had a lot of soft sand. See there? Crumbly, soft sand around and can be brought in. Look, I just know Bart. He's a best mate. And he just likes the rustic kind of look, as you heard him saying. So I know that if I go make it smaller and smaller and get rid of these imperfections, he won't like it. He clearly said, I want to see the stone. I want to see the Australian earth. So he does. The sparkle at the back and the pattern without the color is awesome in the nut. So I hope you like my 2 little eyes. You can see he made his money. Very, very happy. If you want to watch some more of creation with Yowah nuts, watch this video here. It's pretty cool what's been done with them. But I think he's going to be pretty happy, and I will reveal it to him in another video and see his reaction. And hopefully I get it on the camera and do a short thing for you guys. But I think they are stunning. And for what he needs, I think they are exactly what he likes. So they are just half rustic, but half done into a nice, shiny little gem. And he's got a family, a daughter, kids. I reckon maybe even a pendant for her, or it's a big earring. But yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. And I see you on the next one. And I already got plans for the next one. I've got plans for another 2 or 3.
creative juices are flowing. So don't forget to subscribe or become a member, switch on those notifications. You will get some extra footage, discount as a member, and all sorts of things happening there. But meanwhile, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Thank you.
And this is the special event. On the day we caught up with those opals, this is what we had in Bart's backyard. An hour out of Melbourne, and look at that. Aurora Australis. I mean, once in a lifetime. Like, just ridiculous. And it's red as well, which the storm was huge apparently, because a lot of times it gets green. Red is like just crazy. So yeah, I wanted to show you, just to bring you in on the special, awesome world we live in and the wonderful nature's creation of this. Like, can you imagine having a beer under that sky? Well, we did on that weekend, and apparently it's coming again.